Welcome to the startuplanes.com. For today's interview, we have Radhika Bapna Todi, CEO and founder of Sage and Folly, a big foodie at heart, a strong believer of food is medicine, keeping avid interest in the field of health and wellness, and having studied and practiced nutrition and dietetics, Radhika has always been keen to start a range of healthy and yummy food alternatives, and this is her beginning. So let's get ahead with her interview.
Hello, I'm Nitika Agarwal, a committee manager at Startup Lanes. So today we have Radhika Bapna Todi for the interview. I welcome you, ma'am. Could you please introduce yourself to our viewers?
Thank you so much. So, I am Radhika Bapna Todi from Calcutta, and very recently I founded and launched the brand Sage and Folly, under which we make artisanal range of sweet and savory nut and seed butters. The objective behind starting this was to create healthy and yummy alternatives because that's the gap we identified in the market, and we thought it would be great. Thank you.
How did you come up with the idea of your startup?
So, I've studied health and nutrition, and I am a fitness enthusiast. So, I was always keen to start something in the food space to come up with some food product because I'm a big foodie myself. And just brainstorming with friends and family, I think I came up with this idea and started the brand Sage and Folly.
What was the most difficult part in the early stages of the company's growth?
So I feel we are still in the early stage of growth, and I think the biggest challenge is to hire the right talent because it's very important to hire the right talent at the right time for the growth of the business. And of course, the funds are restricted in the beginning. So just to kind of try achieve a balance between managing the funds and getting good talent, I think that's a challenge.
What was the gap in the market that you identified?
So, especially in the Indian markets, I thought that there were not enough vegan options or enough alternatives to food which are nutritious and at the same time don't compromise on taste. Taste being the key determining factor here. So that's the reason we decided to launch a range of nut and seed butters which are nutritious, which are absolutely yummy, and at the same time they're very versatile. So they can be used as salad dressings, as a spread on a cracker or a bread. It can be used as a dessert topping. So it just depends on how creative one can get in using these butters.
Can you explain your business model?
So our business model would be, so actually what we really focus on is maintaining the quality and the freshness of the product. So we typically create in small batches, which would mean that we don't have excessively large inventory and stock. And that also helps that also helps for us to kind of manage a business model better. We don't hold on to too many inventory, so that of course kind of restricts the kind of investment we have in stock. So I think that is our model that we work on: low inventory and of course small batches and rolling out as and when needed.
What are the products and the services that you offer?
So currently we have a range of sweet as well as savory vegan nut and seed butters. So for example, like an almond butter, peanut butter, sunflower seed butter. We have a full classic range, which would mean just that without any natural sweetener or rock salt, any other flavor added. And then we have a separate range, which is actually very interesting because we have combinations like a cashew and a lemon, almond and a coffee, like a mix of seeds with berries. So they're very popular, and of course is extremely tasty as well. So those are the products at the moment. The larger picture would be to launch a range of diversified products which would complement the butters. For example, gluten-free crackers or a cereal that would be like an alternate to cereal, not cereal, but like an alternate to cereal. So that would be the larger picture. And in terms of services, of course, we try making the client happy in terms of giving them a very customized experience. So if they have any preference of combination that they like, we can certainly churn it out for them.
Who are your target customers?
So our target customers would be men and women who are health conscious, and at the same time, they don't want to compromise on taste. And largely, I think our target audience would also be mothers who want to wean their young kids off those chocolate spreads which are loaded with refined sugar and vegetable oils. In fact, there's this flavor cocoa almond chocolate that we make, which is hugely popular. It's a mix of raw cacao with a natural sweetener and almonds. So it's extremely healthy. Kids like it, and mothers are happy.
Why do your customer choose your products or the services, and why do they order again?
For one reason, I feel customers reorder with us is, of course, because they like the taste. We definitely don't compromise on taste, and I think that really resonates well with our client base. So that's the reason they reorder. At the same time, we ensure that the quality is in place, the product is always fresh, and I think that kind of clicks with the customer. That's why they come back to us again.
What are the 3 unique things about you that make you better than your competitors? So,
our 3 USPs, one would be that we have a very wide range of nut and seed butters, and we have this range which includes savory as well as sweet spreads. And that's, of course, one. Secondly, the combination that we come up with, we curate these combinations keeping in mind the nutritional as well as the therapeutic value of the product that you consume. So we have a very holistic approach to the kind of spreads that we curate and range and offer. Secondly, we offer customization. So that again, I feel not too many other companies are doing. So that definitely becomes a USP. And most importantly, all our nut butters and seed butters, they are stone ground. So typically you could possibly make it yourself, or you could get it from somewhere, but they would use a high-speed blender. In that case, what happens is all the nutrients kind of get destroyed. But because we stone ground, and it's an extensively long process, but of course the benefit is all the nutrient value is preserved and the texture is absolutely smooth and amazing.
Why should a job applicant work with you?
So I feel a job applicant, of course, would have a lot to learn coming to a startup. And as a small business, as a startup, I feel the work environment is extremely dynamic. There's lots to learn. And your role is never restricted to one particular form, like as in one particular thing that you do day on day. It can kind of overlap. It can kind of include a lot more challenges. And you might have to handle different work profiles as well. So, of course, there needs to be a lot of enthusiasm in working, a lot of energy is required. But as long as the person is passionate about and our objectives meet, I feel that being key for any business. I think startups are a great place to learn, and the person will certainly have a good time working here.
If it wasn't your company, what would you be doing right now?
So, I'm quite the foodie, and of course, I am very interested in health and fitness. If I wasn't doing this, I think I would still be doing something related to this field, or probably working on some idea with the food space and eventually come up and launch that.
What are the products and the services you constantly require for your business?
So the products and services, I would think, in terms of products, we of course constantly require the raw materials, and good high quality raw materials is what is required. So that is there. In terms of service, I feel good sales service is essential, be it marketing, social media, offline, online, sales, and most importantly, after sales services, just kind of getting a client feedback, following up.
On what parameters do you select your vendors and suppliers? Price, quality, or the convenience?
So for us, quality is number one. So that is the biggest determining factor in selecting the supplier we want to work with. Convenience and pricing, of course, is also important, but that would come second. So I think all factors are very important.
What are the recent and the long-term plan for your startup?
So in the near future, so currently we are actually supplying to a lot of e-commerce platforms, and we have our own website which goes by the name sageandfolly.com, where one can place an order for the nut butters. We like to call them the SNF jars of happiness because people just end up relishing it. So that's why. So also we are supplying to UK Lifestyle, which is by Luke Coutinho. We are listed on LBB, which is again e-commerce platform, and as well it has a strong presence across many cities in India. Also we are listed on other organic and sustainable products focused e-commerce platforms. So we are currently doing that and have a presence largely in the online space. In the near future, we would like to go offline and have Sage and Folly products stocked with, say, offline channels like a Nature's Basket or a food hall or gourmet stores. So that would be a near future plan. And of course, in the long term, we would like to roll out a more diversified range of products like crackers and maybe interesting alternates to chocolates and Cadbury's.
Are you raising external funds or willing to raise in near future?
So currently we have not raised any funds, but certainly in the coming time, in the near future, we will look at raising funds, and it would be great, of course, if there is any opportunity, and when we feel the time is right, we will certainly want to raise funds.
Last question, ma'am. What is your feedback on Startup Lanes?
So I feel Startup Lanes is a great community to be part of. It provides a really helpful platform for small businesses, startups, and it becomes like a very good resource hub. And I think that's very effective. It makes life so much easier. Any help you need, you can always reach out. And it's nice to be part of a community of like-minded people.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much. It was great having the interview with you, and I wish you all the best and success for your business. Thank you.
You too. Thank you so much. Have a great day.